On today's episode, we talk about lads' golf trips. What is more important, big corporate golf, getting drunk, or fancy golf?
Cards and Baileys in the evening for me. Also, I've got a round coming up and I really want to play well, but I've not played for ages. What do you do to just play well straight away? We answer those questions, or at least we try to.
Another Monday rolls around. It's the start of a brand new week as we edge towards the end of the abyss, but also the end of September, but the start of the Ryder Cup. Here we are at the edge of a week of daily pods.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So we're going to start dropping pods Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning. And it's just going to be waffle. I think we might mention the Ryder Cup once or twice.
Don't sound so disheartened by that.
Let me tell you why I'm disheartened. It's currently 6:30 in the morning.
There's that.
And to be absolutely clear, we're not getting paid for this. We just sit here talking about golf and it's 6:30 in the morning. And that's fine.
Hold on.
I love it.
A few different points on this. One, imagine if Gary Lineker took the same approach that you did there at the start of the World Cup coverage. He's like, every day, why am I doing this every But just on TV was just like that. I'd quite like that.
I'd enjoy that.
And two, yeah, we're not getting paid for this, but don't tell the Discord lot that. Especially not one person in the Discord.
Well,
I'm
okay.
Do you want to say
You've brought that to the show. I didn't think we were going to bring that to the show, but it was the talk of our WhatsApp group yesterday. Someone on the Discord has decided to how do we put this, Tom? Has decided to be slightly upset that we've gone commercial. We've gone electric. To use a Bob Dylan metaphor, which seems completely appropriate, because we're getting a bit too commercial and too advertising now. First of all, to address a few things, we've done this for 4 years and we have been paid a grand total of not much at all over 4 years.
I would have been better working in Costa, definitely.
I mean, I'd have been better working in prison. I mean, seriously, but it's just fine.
At least Costa, there's free coffees.
We do not make money from the show. Yes, we do get freebies. Arcos, right? Someone has implied that there's some sort of paid deal. They haven't given us a penny. They chucked us some Arcos and said, if you want to talk about it, do. If you don't bother. As we've done all the way with air, and there are so many commercial opportunities that we've turned down because we've said we're not interested, our listeners won't be interested. Things like Arcos, we're like, yeah, man, that's exactly what our guys want to know about and want to talk about. Yeah. So that's why we do those things. They did not pay us £400 million to talk about Arcos.
If this show was only about money, some of the apps that you would hear us talk about on this show, if we wanted to make money, some of the apps that we'd be telling you to go and download, but we don't, because we think, well, if we're not going to use them, we're not going to tell you lot, our mates, to use them, because that's just not how it works. All the stuff we talk about on this show, whether it's Ping, whether it's Arcos, whether it's the PGA Tour, any people we've worked with this year, whether it's Golf Bidder, anyone like that, we only talk about them on this show because, one, the money that they give us helps to go and do stuff like Scotland and make more stuff and make more course vlogs, which is what we want to do. And we only ever talk about them because we love them. Genuinely, we would not talk about anything on this show. It is so important to us to only talk about things that we love.
Yes.
So sorry, small rant. Sorry, I don't know why I brought that up.
Well, I just want to sort of it's good. It's good to share, but also it's good for you guys to know that what we're doing with the money we do make is putting it into a war chest, so we can afford to go and film more stuff, which we can't find the time to do. But that's a different problem. The final note of this from me is the way this show makes money is from the adverts. So when you hear an advert at the beginning of the show and in the middle of the show and at the end of the show, that's how we make money. And the more listeners we have, the more we make from those adverts. So the better we make the show and the more engaged and relatable we make the show, the better our numbers are and the better money we get from those adverts. So that is why all we really want to do is make the show as good as possible to get bigger and to make more money from the adverts so we can go and play nice courses for free. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
There was a moment yesterday where I was once again spending hours hand packing T-shirts and GIFs for the Discord lot because we did a big competition and I was giving that. They'll probably be here by the time that I show you this, so this is not a giveaway, but all this sort of gear, all these sort of Pro V1s, and I was packing all this yesterday, and I thought it would take an hour when I agreed to do all the packing.
I do that. Yes, mistiming is one of my favourite things. I do it with DIY jobs. I've got to change that doorknob. That'll take me 30 minutes, and it takes me half a day.
Yeah. So I was packing all the T-shirts, and I'd done it a few nights ago, the night that the NTAs were on in the UK, and it had taken 6 hours to do that. And we made basically no money on these T-shirts because I've made them far too good quality, but that's okay.
Good.
And I was packing all these presents yesterday and signing them all off in the middle of the day, and I checked my phone and someone was like, "Is it a bit too commercial, this podcast?" And I was like, Anyway, we're moving on. I found next to me a little. I used to have this on my golf bag before I got a.
He's got the Grove.
Bag.
Got the Grove have paid for you to put that there, have they? I see.
Yeah, the Grove have paid me $1 million grand.
Unbelievable.
To play. I tell you what, actually, on the Grove, very quickly.
Yeah.
It's a little jazz hands golf, and you know how I feel about jazz hands of golf. I quite like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So not everyone does. Can we just talk very quickly about when we were in a meeting the other day, Tom, and someone was like, "Oh, I don't like all that fancy golf," and I was there like,
"Oops, wrong target audience there, mate." I'm with them. But yeah.
No, I know you are. But I like fancy golf, and that's okay because some people like different things, and that's why it's the rich tapestry of life. Anyway, beautiful. Grove, very nice. It's probably the best sort of. How do I describe it?
Yeah, I'd say, can I nip in and just say luxury? That's the word I would chuck in there because with all due respect to the course, it's not like an A++ course. It's a very nice course. But the experience is a quadruple plus. The experience is unbelievable.
Yeah, and there is a bit of a shift in golf at the moment. We've never spoken about this, but there's a certain feeling in golf right now, and you can see it. It's massively reflected in the top 100. There is a surging of the more traditional golf clubs coming up and replacing all places like the Grove and, Woburn falling out of the top 100 in a couple of lists this time round. And I actually don't mind this. I think this is a great thing. And it's all the sort of more traditional golf clubs where the layout and the course design has been prioritised and they've been there for hundreds of years. It's the sort of Worplesdon, West Hill, Woking sort of thing.
Well, it's because old-fashioned courses are suddenly getting a marketing manager who gets in touch with the top 100 courses and says, "Oh, hi, we exist." And people go, "Well, yeah, and you're an incredible golf course." So it's because a lot of these golf courses need to make money and need to stay alive, so they're happy to open themselves up to the world a bit more now.
Yeah, I think it's amazing because although I do like the jazz hands of golf, I will finally come back to what's in my Grove bag in a minute. I think it's really great that courses like, it's like the Silathon Solways, all of a sudden, as you say, they're getting marketing managers and people are talking about them. Whereas you dial the clock back 20 years ago, it was all about things like the Belfry and Celtic Manor and all this sort of big estate golf.
Yeah,
which is becoming more and more unfashionable, really, I think.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. I mean, the marketing managers of places like the Belfry and Celtic Manor probably not loving this conversation, but I think we can all thrive. They're still doing brilliantly well, but there's definitely a feeling that maybe old-fashioned or slightly closed-off clubs are opening themselves up to the world, and that's to be applauded because it means we get to play ludicrous clubs, which is just what the best. Like playing stunning golf courses never gets boring, does it? That moment when you're on a course and you just think, what am I doing here? This doesn't make any sense.
I saw an amazing offer yesterday, the winter offer for Prince's Golf Club.
Oh, I know. A lot of my mates do this. A lot of my mates go to Prince's in winter. I think they do a very good offer. Go on.
The stay and play offer at Prince's.
Yes.
Goodness me. I nearly sent this off to a few friends because I was like, hello. It was nice because I think it was Prince's golf course that I watched some junior event on this summer. I think it might have been either the women's amateur or the men's amateur. It's one of the two. So I've really started to get to know the golf course. But anyway, Monday through Thursday from the end of October, stay and play 2 rounds, £220 a person.
Yeah, that's very good because Prince's is a top course.
It's a top golf course.
It's on that run with St George's and Cinque Ports is obviously a bit further up. Littlestone is brilliant. All those courses down there. That is so. I've got my friend Jason and my friend Malcolm. They both separately have had their birthdays down there. And that's a very good deal.
Yeah, it's a very good deal, right? Do you know, this actually brings me nicely. I'll come back to what's in my Grove bag in a bit. But
I have a feeling that on minute 29 of today's podcast, you're going to say, "So in my Grove bag," and then we're going to talk about what's in your pouch. But for now,
yeah, and it's really not even that interesting.
No.
This brings me to a nice topic that I wanted to talk about on today's show. That I was thinking about in the shower, and I got on my WhatsApp group yesterday because we are entering the season of booking the holidays for next year, aren't we? As we start looking at lads' trips and girls' trips for 2026.
Yeah.
And I wanted to approach this with you because everything that I've just said about big corporate golf, I am going to renege on, and now very
you
much
don't need
bigger.
to renege, but we can have both. This is sort of what I was trying to say. You can have both. You can have classic courses that suddenly have marketing and all the big machines. And what I like about big corporate golf like that, is that the right word for it? Corporate. It's not the right word, is it? What's a better sort of that? Those estates, those big estates where they do big corporate days. What's so good about those days? My mate Dave is trying to put his 50th birthday thing together. And this is like you when you know your Preston Lads thing. There's golfers there who are not going to be great and not going to be quick, and they don't want to be stressed out by a member behind them saying, I'm trying to do the medal. So that experience is really important, where you can pay a bit, have a nice time, and a wide range of quality of golfers get to go and experience it.
Yeah, I think there's two different types of golf trips. And for the listeners of this show, I think you lovely lot, would like both. However, when you're catering for a group of different golfing abilities, I think you're best just staying to the big corporate golf stuff.
Yeah.
Because how great would it be, Tom? Let's all just picture the scene.
Go on.
We're in Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing 7 courses across the week.
Stop it.
They're all about an hour's drive from each other. So you play your golf, you have your lunch, you drive.
Am I playing well? Sorry, am I playing well?
You're shooting the lights out, 70s every single time. It's unbelievable.
Is my putting finally on fire again?
Your putting's on fire. You're chipping well. You're not sending the driver big right.
No, why would I do that now? Oh, God.
No. You're doing this, and it's a bit of effort, and there's not loads of time for be boozing in the evening because you're up early and whatever.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
Play maybe a game of cards and a Bailey's.
Oh, hello, Nan. Yeah, why not? Why not?
I've got Nan tastes. I've got Nan tastes.
Nan vibes. I thought you brought your Nan on your golf trip. That's okay, because I like my Nan.
Well, there you go. There you go.
So it's fine. So
yeah.
you've got that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is more what my father-in-law does, those sort of trips. Big golf. Golf's the main priority, right? And then you go on the other side of the coin, which is 2 rounds, 1 night at the Belfry, get hammered.
Yeah. Like a golfing stag do, essentially.
Golfing stag do, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you take the wrong group on the wrong trip, it can be a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
We did famously the Wales trip this year, Neffan, Portmaddock, and we had hours drives in the middle. We had late tee-offs, which meant we were getting to villages at the wrong time and everything was closed, which is fine if golf's the priority.
Yeah.
But it's not with the Preston Lads.
No.
Not at all.
God help us.
What are your tips, Tom? How do you find booking these things? What do you think's the salient points?
The thing you've got to remember is I don't really have any friends. That's a really important sort of starting
You're
point.
Nan,
here.
aren't you? All your friends have died. You're Nan.
They've all moved on. Do you know what? My experience of doing golf trips is limited to there's only 4 of us who go on a trip together, which we haven't done for a couple of years now. Or they may have done it. They may have gone on and done it without me, which seems fair. I think you have got to. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You've got to marry up the right location with the right group of people. That's super important. And a lot of people fly out to Portugal and Spain and things like that, which I get in the deepest, darkest depths of winter. I understand that, but I just think the better thing to do is to try and stay UK based, even if it's winter. Heading down to the West Country, heading over to Ireland, it's going to be windy and it might be really wet, but it is still such an experience to be had. And my desire when I do these golf things, and when I do my birthday golf day, my desire is that we treat it like a tournament and we use the Squabbit app, which I go on about all the time because I love Squabbit. If you don't have it and you're having a golf day, SQUABBIT, Squabbit. And then it is all about the golf. And then because it's about the golf, socialising and having fun is a happy consequence. Is a happy side effect that we enjoy. Whereas some people, the first and foremost thing is hanging out, having a few beers, and then golf is second. And that is wrong, as far as I'm concerned. That is just unacceptable.
Yeah, you've come to the wrong podcast if that's your sort of thing, if I'm honest. I think the problem with golf breaks...
we need to have a break, by the way, just to be clear.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't I leave that there? So on the way after the break, not only will I look in my Grove bag, and that's going to be disappointing.
I need some help as well. I need advice, by the way.
Oh, great. So why don't we have some adverts, and then we come back to today's episode? Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
We'll have them then.
Okay.
Welcome back to Golf is Ruining My Life. It's the Monday episode ahead of a week's worth of content as we go daily again for the Ryder Cup. We will have.
You might be thinking, why aren't we talking about the Ryder Cup and why are we concentrating on the Grove bag? But we don't want to shoot our Ryder Cup load. Is that fair, Tom? Is that a strategy?
Yeah. Well, we've got days and days worth of content to do on it, so I think we just keep it. Bethpage Black's happening. We all know about this. We've got a man on the ground there reporting into the show every single day from our friends at Today's Golfer. But it's not about that right now. Today's about golf trips, my golf bag from the Grove, and Price's issue. So what I was going to say and bring to the table very quickly is the problem with golf trips in the UK is, yes, you're not guaranteed weather. We know that, but we can accept that. Is I think they're very expensive.
Well, you just told us about Prince's for 200 quid in winter. That's not too bad for 2 rounds.
No,
a night.
But what I would say with that is that's getting a certain type of golfer. That's getting the person who takes it really seriously.
Alignment sticks.
Alignment sticks, members. It's the sort of trip, Tom, I'd like to go on with you. Okay?
There you go.
We would take it seriously. However, my mates from Preston who play golf twice a year, some of them, they're not going to Prince's, and that's okay. So you get into the world of doing a UK golf trip, and I think it becomes really expensive, and you start to understand why Portugal is so attractive.
Yeah, you do. But there's a scale to some of these places. If you're doing those trips and there's 20 of you and you only play twice a year, a Celtic Manor, it's a massive hotel. The rooms are nice. It's easy. The course is great, of course, but it's not a purist's necessarily golf experience. But there's plenty to do for everyone. They can go to the pool afterwards. It's almost like a package holiday vibe. The package, and that's absolutely brilliant. And I would genuinely, all joking aside, happy to go and do that. I wouldn't think of it as my golfing highlight of my year, but I'd have a really, really fantastic time. You're right. It is expensive. Unless you book really far in advance. That's one option. If you start booking, like when we did our Dornoch trip years ago, we booked it like 9 months in advance, and we got an incredibly good deal.
I do feel sorry for all the golf bookers out there. We had an email on this recently.
I love this. Yeah.
If you are the golf booker in your group,
awful.
Know what? Let us be the person that says to you, "Thank you."
You're doing.
No one else is going to say it. You're doing
great. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, I know. The experience has been watered down so much by committee, and now you're doing this thing that no one really actually wants to do. This thing is no one's preference.
Yeah,
but you're doing great, so don't worry.
You're trying to put it together, and Steve messages and says, "I've got to have a room with a bath because I need to soak my cyst or something like that." You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just. Can I move things on from Steve's fictional cyst? I am playing. I'm actually really excited. So I'm I would say not a golfing slump, but I'm in a golfing, haven't played much. And I am playing on Friday with Malcolm at Cruise Hill. Love Cruise Hill. Absolutely love that course.
Near me.
And
it's coming my way.
Near you. Yes, it is. Come and play, but you'll be on the radio. By the way, I was thinking about this. Our radio shows, when we get into winter, it really scuppers your golf. Whereas mine, because I'm in the afternoon into the evening, I can get around in the morning. Whereas it's really... You need to talk to your boss. And I really want to play well. I really want to turn up because it's that time of year. It's a gentle day on Friday. It's a relatively warm day. I really want to turn up and shoot a lovely round and have a nice time and be hitting the ball consistently and well and know what I'm doing. And because I haven't played, and it will be getting on for 10 days, 2 weeks since I last played, what do I need to do how do I prepare best so that I can come in hot? Do you know what I mean? And hit the ground with a few pars straight away and not have that awful experience of rocking up and taking 6 holes before I remember how to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you just get yourself a little 40 minutes on the range at some point. And knowing the diary, knowing where we are in the week, that's today or tomorrow. And that's the only thing you can do. Turning up and doing the hour before the tee time, chipping a lot,
it's not
practicing
enough.
putting. For me, and I know this is a bit mad, I don't think that really helps me as a golfer. Because I'm such a little worrier, and I get so stiff and so like anxious, and so like I want it so much that my golf gets worse. For me, it's much better to go and do a little bit of time on the range earlier in the week, get a feel, make sure you just know what it feels like. It's crazy, but just know what it feels like to have a golf club back in your hand and go, that feels normal again. That's great. That feels all good. And then just rock up and do it. Maybe get a couple of minutes on the practice green to get the feel of the greens, because that'll be really important. But then after that, that's it. You know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Sometimes sometimes, as we know, the break can make you play better because all the thoughts have died down a bit, and somehow you're just swinging well again. I had a really good moment the other day when I was playing with my boys, and I really just I was very conscious of making my swing long, and the guy, one of the guys I was playing with said that was a long. He said long and flowing, that one, long and flowing, and I thought one of the biggest problems I have with golf is I try and rush everything. I'm an impatient man.
Long and flowy isn't your swing, really, when I think about it.
No, thank you very much. But I went into that. I went into that space with it, and I realised that the reason that I struggle to do long and flowy is because it's too much time to think. It means the experience of doing a golf swing is long enough. It's so long that I can insert thoughts into it and go, "Oh, hello, hi, what are you doing over here?
What's going on over here?
What's going on here?" Whereas the shorter and quicker I make it, no time to think, don't think, just hit. And I thought that is often one of my problems is it all becomes too truncated and short. Whereas when I go long and flowy, as I do on the range, as I do when I'm in a bay, yes, I hit the ball well because I'm going long and flowy. And then as soon as I'm playing, it's short and stubby.
Yeah, you want to take that, don't you? Because I had this recently. I went to, thanks to our friends at the PGA Tour, actually. Tom, you were invited, but you weren't around. I can't remember why you weren't around.
I was in Kent. I was at Littlestone. That's where I was.
Of course he was, everyone. I went to the PGA Tour event and jumped onto their longest drive thing and just absolutely went hell for leather on it, and knew exactly the shot shape I would hit. And every single time, it went basically exactly how I thought it was going to go. Why can't you just do that on the... I know this is a little, a well-repeated thing, but part of me, after that experience, just thought, are we not just better when we get driver in the hand? Just going, I trust the feel, I know what the feel is, and just going for it a bit.
Oh, this is great, man. We are nudging our way into this big revelation I had about fear. This is what I was thinking the other day. I play so much of my golf through the fog of fear.
Your fear. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, don't get over there. Careful. And the great golfers and the good golfers don't really have that in their head. They just think, well, it's just not going to happen. And if it does, actually, it turns out it's fine, really. Like the fear thing. Fear of two things, and this is getting deep here. Fear of, oh, God, I can't spray it anywhere near that bunker. That's one big fear, right? So fear of a mishap with the actual shot, but also fear of myself and how I'll react. Fear of my anger. Fear of, oh, God, I'm really going to lose my rag if it goes over there. And it is really interesting when you lose all that, you play so much better. And this is kind of what I mean when I'm saying, what do I do to prepare for a round on Friday that I want to play well at? A lot of it can be psychological. Actually, my body has already got all the information on board.
It knows what it's doing. Just let it go. Just do it. Hit the shot, man, for Christ's sake.
All right, get on with it. Stop talking about it. Get on with it. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like when I get to the 11th at my place, it's a really beautiful hole, the 11th.
Which one's the 11th?
So the 11th it's after the short par 5. So there's the short par 5, which sort of goes over the hill, then down again, and the 11th has 3 bunkers directly in front of you, and then a further 2 bunkers further down the fairway, and you've got to hit a fade, right?
Yeah.
It's a long par 4.
Yeah.
And by the time I get to this point in my round, I can trust my swing and I can trust my shape. And I always hit some of the best shots of my round on that hole because I step up to it and go, I know I'm going to hit a fade, so I will start it on the bunker in the middle of the fairway and it will fade. And I go for it and I always hit my best golf shots. I just want to bring a little bit of that trust to the start of my game and a little bit more of that free-flowing driver feel of going, I know what this is going to do. Just go for it a bit. Stop going, and hoping. Just go, I know what this will do, and go for it.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what I'm describing. Just go for it, guys. Go. Just go for it. That's a famous. Isn't that the Nike phrase? Just go for it, guys.
There, yeah. We got an email on our for our golf club as well yesterday, saying it's time to get involved with the winter comps.
Yes. Oh, hello
Get signed
you.
Up. Get signed
Hello
up.
you. Tempted?
Grove bag.
Oh, look, the end is in the beginning. The beginning is in the end. Come on then, what we got?
This isn't what the Grove gave me, so that's quite... Oh, well, it is. It is. This is what I mean about fancy golf, right? You know it's a fancy place when you get given one of those little tags saying, oh, you've played here and it has your name on. That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
I didn't get that when I played at the Grove.
Did you actually not?
No. Okay,
now,
interesting.
Part of me thinks this might because I was playing golf with friend of the podcast, Sky Sports presenter, Incy Mehmet. So I think they might have gone extra fancy because Incy was there. It's the Incy fanciness.
God. Incy's the queen of this place. Imagine what it must be like for her just rocking up. You know, like how the Queen must have always thought bunting was everywhere because every time she walked around the place, there was bunting and crowds. Incy must just think there's bronze things to put on your bag with your name on every course you play at.
Got an old Pro V1. This is the difference, isn't it? You know, I've got a Pro V1 and I've got a Kirkland in here.
Well... Nothing wrong with a Costco, mate.
And
Nothing
a Vice.
wrong with a Costco.
And a Vice.
I don't like Vice. I'm not a fan of Vice. I know some people are, but I'm not. They're not for me. So how many balls you got in there? 3 balls?
No, four balls in there actually. Yes, right. I've got that going on. I do like it when you get those little name tags at golf courses. It doesn't happen loads. The ones that I can remember, I got one at Celtic Manor. Do one. When you play the whatever, the 2010, 2012 course, whatever it is. I got one there, got one at the Grove, and JCB put your name on a towel. Now, that is classy. That is a classy golf move.
They must have an exhausted embroiderer just constantly writing people's names. It must be endless.
Yeah. No, it's nice. It's really...
It's a nice touch, though. It's a nice touch. I like the idea of rocking up at your local normal course and the slightly surly pro coming out and saying, got this for you, handing you a little bronze tablet with your name on it. We'd be like, what? I'm here for the roll up. Why are you giving me that?
Off you go. There was talk as well. We got an email recently saying we were going to get a starter at the golf course, right?
Oh, it's my God, we all need. It's the holy trinity. No, something like that. It's the thing. It's the thing we need.
Yeah, and it didn't end. I think it's only for competitions, but I thought we were going to get one all the time because they are really, really good. And I don't know what level of golf course you have to get to have one every single time. Because Ashridge, I played Ashridge in Hertfordshire. There was a guy there. Doing it. When we played Centurion, we had one there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But the most important thing, Tom, as we said before, is the person who goes out onto the course and checks in with the speed of play. I had a bit of an idea with the speed of play thing the other day. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go on.
You put one of those, you know when security guards go around a building and they've got a little bipper and they bip it so that they know they've been on their rounds.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I thought you could get a bipper when you play, right? You pay your fee, whatever, and you go around and play. And when you get to the 9th, you bip it at the halfway hut. And if you've done it under time, you get 20 quid back.
Oh, now we're talking. That's good. There has to be, that's positive reinforcement, not negative. You're not going to get shouted at, but if you do it quicker, there's 20 quid to go and get a beer at the end of the round.
You get to the hut and you go, look, this is what time I started. And they go, oh, yeah, this is the time now. Here's your free coffee.
But here's one for you as we come to the end of the show. Why do you think slow play for a golfer of a certain level happens? Why do you think it's... Because... I don't think I play slowly, right? And I worry with the slow play thing as well that it scares new golfers into thinking, oh, I can't, I'm losing a ball, I can't look for it, and all this sort of stuff, right? I get how you can get slow play over there, which is I'm taking 3 off the tee, I'm losing golf balls, things slow down. But if you're a golfer of a certain level, what do you think it is? Just taking too long over putts, over reading it?
Putts. For me, it's putts. I see it a bit on the tee sometimes. There's a couple of people I play with who maybe take that 3rd practice swing. No need for that, thank you. No. But it's putts. And a lot of it as well. I was watching juniors play the other day. My giddy aunt, they were taking time over their putts. And they were doing the whole, standing halfway down the putt and all that nonsense. Aim point stuff. And they were also, because it was a junior comp, they were going and looking at the putt from the other side. And it was ridiculous because you're switching off all of your natural instincts and you're turning it into a thought process, and that is not what Bob would want you to do. Bob wants you to look at it and feel what that would be and naturally let your body hit the ball instead of thinking, taking loads of time. It's putting. That is the problem with. That's where slow play. That's where there's a big issue.
Yeah, putting. Fine. Well, that comes to the end of the Monday episode. That was a nice little rambly one, wasn't it? That was sort of like an old school podcast episode from like 3 years ago.
Yeah, people say, do you plan these podcasts? I think today's episode is evidence that we don't. Thank you.
No, but don't worry, because we've kept our powder dry, and that powder is Ryder Cup powder, and it's coming on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week as we go big for Ryder Cup.
Come on, Team Europe. Let's go. Right.
Oh, it's weird when your nan gets behind sport, isn't it?
I'm finished there. Sorry, that was me finished.